You really had to do that right then, didn't you?
Yes.
It's Podcrust. I'm Bucketcrust. He's Will.
I've ruined
It probably would have been funnier if your mic hadn't fucked up.
Well, can't control what Skynet does now, can we?
It's weird. Ever since you moved, your mic quality has just dropped exponentially.
It could be. Might be time to get a new microphone.
Yeah.
Or I just use my fucking warranty. I don't fucking know.
Well, the warranty would just replace it with the same type.
Yeah, but one that just got made.
I guess. I mean, is it a decent quality mic?
Yeah, sounds great. I mean, it used to sound good before I moved, so I'm putting this up to every time I've moved here, it's slowly destroyed my my equipment.
My shit managed to survive my move pretty much intact. Some shit got
Moved,
lost, obviously, but you know.
moved like once. I've moved like let's see, at least 2 times per the last 5 years.
Jeez.
Not to mention all the flying I've done too with when I took the stuff with me.
But yeah, flying, that's very different. So, yes. Podcrust. Did you have anything you wanted to talk about? Because I'm going in this completely dry on topics.
I was just gonna fucking wing it.
Okay. Well, here we are. Winging it.
I guess I could tell you about the time that a salsa company refused to give me salsa.
That sounds interesting.
Although this one's actually kind of short though. Well, yeah. So the first place we lived at, there was the Publix. Yeah.
Yeah, Publix.
Yeah. So we get there, we find a fucking set of salsa that we actually liked called Desert Rose.
Okay.
Now we get to order that pretty consistently until we had to move about an hour to the east down to Columbus, Georgia, which for some reason the Publix there did not have this brand of salsa. And we're scrambling to find a salsa to replace it or find a way to get said Desert Rose.
Right.
The latter wasn't happening, so we had to find a replacement for it. And we just, yep. You know when you have like a certain kind of a certain brand of food that you just can't you just can't fucking replace no matter what. That's what we're going. Nice. So I'm like, fuck it, they gotta have a website. Let me see if there's Desert Rose salsa on the. Let me see if they actually sell Desert Rose on the internet. Lo and behold, I did find a fucking website.
Nice.
And they sold a bunch of different products, and I found the specific salsa we wanted. But for some reason, I couldn't order it because their page where you actually place the order was down. So I figured this was on Sundays. I think this was a Sunday here, so I figured maintenance, like a lot of websites do on Sunday.
Yeah.
Waited the next day, still down. Waited the next day, still down. 2 weeks later, still fucking down. So I finally got the bright idea just to give him a call and say, hey, can I buy your fucking salsa? Oh, sir, we don't do orders over the phone here. Okay, well, your website's down. Oh, it is? Yes. I can't order salsa here, and I'm a customer wanting to buy your product. Do you not want my money? Oh, well, we apologize for this, sir. What is your email address? We'll have our head of sales get a hold of you. Sure. My name, my email, please fucking contact me. The motherfucker does. Yeah, the motherfucker does.
Okay.
I tell him, hey, so your website's down, and I'd like to buy some salsa. Oh no, sir, you're mistaken. Our website is not down. Oh, not the entire website. The sales page. I am unable to process my order because I keep getting an error 404 page. Well, you think it might be your computer? Well, I thought that until I tried my wife's computer, and I've tried my work computer, and I've tried it on my phone. None of these devices seem to want to use your page. I think it's on your end. Can I please buy some fucking salsa? No, without the fucking part.
Yeah.
We deeply apologize. What is your name? What is your name? What is your address here? How much would you like to buy? We will send you a form. We will send you a form. You can fill it out, send it back to us, and we'll process.
Okay.
That was the last I heard from the guy.
You never got the form?
Never got the form. I emailed back. I'm like, hey, I am customer with money. Would you like money? I would like salsa. No answer. Hello. Anybody there? Oh yes, sir. We are here. But if you want to buy our salsa, you must use our website.
uh, so I looked this up, and you can actually order it on Amazon.
All that too, but it actually just took me to the website. Did it change? Because I would actually like to get some desert rose.
It
Now that I talk
does
about
say
it.
currently unavailable.
Aha!
Yeah.
This has been 5 fucking years.
Are they even still around?
I have to think so. How long does it take for a website to or somebody to lose like an IP address on the website?
I don't know. Surely not that long. I mean, I looked up just Desert Rose Salsa, and there wasn't a website. The first thing that came up was the Amazon listing saying that they don't fucking have any.
Well, the company is not called Desert Rose. It's Coyote something. Fucking for been years. Been 5 years since I actually got the damn thing. Let me see if I can. Desert Rose Salsa website. No, not wedding. Yes, I would like an entire salsa based wedding.
Oh yeah, so like a
There we go.
salsa wedding.
I got, I got that right. Emilio C Enterprises.
Hmm.
Desert Rose Foods. There are no products mentioned in this selection.
Hmm.
Desert Rose Foods. Nope. Arizona nuts. There's candy I can buy.
Okay, but no
This looks like
salsa.
shit that I. This looks like shit I get out of the fucking gas station.
Well, I mean that gas station candy's got to come from somewhere, you know.
Yeah, all the okay. This is the fucking website. It's just a lot more basic right now. But these are all the same fucking brands that they had the first time I tried to get it. And Desert Rose is there, but
Nothing.
yeah, not.
Hmm.
Have to put a pin on that and see where the fuck I can actually find this. Because yeah, it actually is good salsa.
It.
It's just
Do
they
you think
don't
it'd
want to
be?
sell it.
Do you think it'd be premature to say that it was good salsa?
No, I don't think it would be.
Yeah. Shame. Speaking of Publix and salsa, uh, my current preferred brand is the Mateo's brand salsa. I can only find it at Publix, and it is really good.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything at Publix. Actually, had to go to Target to get something. There's their homemade stuff, or not homemade, but their in-house stuff is actually pretty good.
Wait, like Target brand salsa?
Yeah, like you know how like every grocery
No,
store
I know,
and
but you're saying that's good.
yeah,
Hmm.
they're I think like the brand is called I think like the brand of food is like Farmer Arches or some shit like that. Hold on, let me look up Target.
Yeah, I do know that each store has its own name for its brand. Like Costco is Kirkland, and I come to see the Kirkland logo as a seal of quality. If I see Kirkland on something, I know that is top notch. Because fucking Costco, man. I feel bad for every state that does not have a Costco.
Yo, they're fucking cookies.
Oh,
No joke.
dude, just the pastries, period, man.
I've actually never ventured beyond the fuck as far as the sweets go. The cookies and that like that chocolate cake they got.
Oh, yeah. But dude, just like all their baked goods are amazing. Their
Heck,
meats are top notch.
Archer Farms is the brand.
Archer Farms, huh? May give that a try sometime. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with Mateo's.
Yeah, I mean, I've never found a full replacement, but Archer Farms is pretty good. And then Harris Teeter has a brand that's like good too.
What?
Oh yeah, Virginia Beach, or just Virginia in general. They have, I guess, a mid to high class grocery store called Harris Teeter.
What is it?
It's called Harris Teeter. All right, so like the big
Could
four
you like
grocery stores.
write that down for me? Spell it out.
Harris, like Harris, and
Hmm.
Teeter, Teeter.
So it's like someone's name.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I don't know whose fucking name would be Harris Teeter.
Probably the guy who started it.
I did. Teeter doesn't even sound like an actual like last name.
Fucking Roper. That's a last name.
Fair enough.
And there was at least one person in the United States at one point whose name was Gay Bowser. I think he's dead now.
I would
So
hope so.
long, Gay Bowser.
Yeah, like the big three around here is like Harris Teeter, Wegmans just came here, Food Line, and then actually no, it's four. Kroger.
Kroger. Oh, look, Gage is in the chat and not in the discussion like we planned. Hmm. But, yeah, around here, the big three are Publix, Winn-Dixie, and Costco.
No, you're forgetting the fourth.
Hmm?
Piggly Wiggly.
What is a Piggly Wiggly?
How the fuck are you in the deep south and you don't know what a Piggly Wiggly is?
Florida does not count as the deep south, alright?
It totally fucking does. I don't
No, it
care
does.
what
Look, we're
Floridians say.
too
It's a part of it.
diluted between Cubans and Jews that, like, it's just this weird hodgepodge. And also, Disney in the Orlando area acts as, like, you know how, like, kind of like an anti-magic field? It's sort of like a dome of normalcy. I mean, granted, things are pretty fucking weird in the Orlando area, don't get me wrong, but less weird than the rest of Florida.
Piggly Wiggly here.
I have never heard of a Piggly Wiggly, and I'm going to look
I-
this up.
It's an actual fucking market chain. The first time I heard about it was in the movie Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Piggly Wiggly, okay. Maps, let's see.
It's in Florida.
Sure. Let's see.
Lucia,
It's
Blountstown.
only in the Panhandle from what I'm seeing.
Well, yeah, it's probably wherever it lines up with Alabama. It's all over
Uh,
fucking Alabama. It's all over fucking Georgia.
I'm only seeing it in Georgia and South Carolina. There isn't a single one in Alabama on my map here.
Oh no, dude, they were they were fucking in Alabama unless they've gone out of business.
That might be the case. Because I did a quick map search for Piggly Wiggly, and I'm only
They're
seeing the Panhandle in Georgia.
Nah, they're in Alabama. I brought up I brought up their listing. Here,
Ah,
I'll
okay.
send it to you.
Yeah, from Google Maps, I'm only seeing stuff in the Panhandle. Let's see if
You
they have more accurate
don't trust
information.
Google Maps.
Let's see. That's Alabama.
Right, because they're in fucking Dothan.
Let's see. Oh, fuck. This is like a really shitty website.
That says everything you need to know about Piggly Wiggly.
Okay, hold on.
Piggly Wiggly is the Kmart of grocery stores.
Control F, Florida. Oh, look. 1 in Florida. 11204 North Florida Highway 97, Walnut Hill, Florida. That's
Hold
it.
on. No, there's a lot more than that here.
I'm only seeing. Okay, hold on. Let me just check. How are you? Okay, no, here we are. Yeah, no, I see now. Let's see. Apalachicola, Blountstown, Bonifay, Bristol, Chipley, Defuniak Springs. Didn't even know about that. Fountain, Graceville, Mary Esther, Milton, uh, Monticello, Panama City, Port St. Joe. Oh, good old St. Joe.
Probably not in Orlando because that's too high. That is too low class for Disney.
Quincy, Sneeds, St. George Island, Tallahassee, Walnut Hill. Yeah. I know,
I
that's...
dig Mr. Pig.
Is that all of it? No. Yeah. No. Yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah, it's only up in the Panhandle. Parents aren't home. Fucking eat all the shit under the kitchen sink. That is my advice. But yeah, no, I've never heard of Piggly Wiggly. It's not this far south.
Every time it'll spread.
Kind of like
But
how
yeah, it
Publix
is.
is spreading up north.
Yeah, but Publix is actually good. Piggly Wiggly, like I said, is the Kmart of grocery stores. It sucks.
Oh, good.
When I lived in Columbus, we had one that was literally like a minute away by car, 5 minutes by walking.
Mm.
I only used it once, and that was to get my wife's birthday cake because nowhere else had any availability at the time.
Okay.
And the cake wasn't bad here. Just when I got on there, it had like this distinct smell of just sad.
I think I know the smell.
And again, I keep saying Kmart because there was a Kmart like 10 minutes away from where the Piggly Wiggly was. But I remember whenever I went to a Kmart, I'm just like this place just needs to die. And when I walked into the Piggly Wiggly, I thought the same fucking thing.
You just felt like suddenly aware of your own mortality.
I felt like anything I bought in there, I would have to either vigorously clean or I just should never buy anything in lieu in the hopes that I never get sick from a Piggly Wiggly.
Sounds like a lovely place. Hello, Gage.
Hi, I'm alive.
Hi.
But a Sanic?
I don't know
What?
why you can't eat waffles at your computer.
Because the tenders that I got have like 6 different sauces on them.
I'll be right back. There seems to be something going on here.
Okay, I'll talk about
Anyways, I just
tender.
want to throw my opinion in here.
Mm.
Um, Bucket, have you heard of a harps?
Don't think so.
It's a white person grocery store.
Okay,
It's expensive for the sake of being expensive.
nice.
Exclusively white people shop there, and they're only built in nice neighborhoods.
Yeah, sounds pretty white.
Well, turns out, when you build a white-only market,
Mm.
you don't actually get more than just white people coming in.
You don't get more than white people?
Yeah, what a surprise.
So, like, it's exclusively white people.
Yeah, I build the harps.
Mm.
Okay, I could buy this box of cereal here at Harps for $5 and some change, or I could just go to Walmart, which is just down the street, and get it for like $2.
Yes, but you're paying to not go to Walmart.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
back.
a whole $3 to not go to Walmart.
Yeah,
So
Target's sort of
Like
like in the
per item,
middle
per
ground
item,
of that.
about so like $3 minimum per item.
Jeez.
Actually,
Your meats are going to be about $10 more per pound.
No,
are we talking about the price difference between Target and Walmart? Because there really isn't.
He's
No,
talking about
have
the
you ever been
price
to
difference
Harps?
between Harps and Walmart.
I've never heard of Harps.
Apparently, it's like Whole Foods on fucking steroids.
Yeah, you know what's even better though?
Hmm.
They realized that renting Harps all over the place, when you build white-only places, only rich white people come in. So they made a new bot. It's literally Harps Poor Edition. They call it 10 box, and instead of uh, just building new stores, they just cut like more than it was over half their stores and just changed the name to 10 box and nothing else.
Jeez.
You shop here too, poor people.
Everything's super cheap, but the problem is nothing there is name brand.
Makes
Oh.
sense.
Well, I mean, the store stuff, it can actually be pretty good.
Yeah,
Um,
but don't
I
bank
mean, just
on
a
it.
cereal, though.
no. Like you go in, like you'll see a meat at Walmart, and there's that price, and you go down to $10 just down the street. And if you can fight through the horde of Mexicans that are at the front door and all over the store, hello world, you can go buy the exact same like meat that it looks slightly worse, but it's also like $1.50 minimum cheaper.
Jeez. Yeah, if you're on a budget.
I would actually never buy Walmart. Actually, no, I did buy a Walmart brand meat once for taco salad, and immediately both me and my wife just threw it away because it didn't smell or taste right.
Nice. Look, my family
God,
has been through hard times, but we would not buy groceries at Walmart. Just
what?
it's the difference between spending a little more on not getting like food poisoning.
No, I would
I
no, I
mean,
would buy groceries at Walmart, just not
oh
Walmart
yeah,
brand shit.
Yeah, not
oh yeah,
well,
no.
no, never
My grandparents.
produce, never meat, and
Okay,
never
so
dairy.
my grandparents actually go Walmart shopping every week.
Okay.
Nothing that they buy has the Walmart brand great value on it.
Okay, good.
And then when they go, they don't buy meats, and that's about it.
Yeah,
My grandpa's really picky on his fruits and vegetables to the
as you
point that
should
I'll be
be.
like, hey, he'll say, I'm gonna go get some broccoli, and then it takes him like 6 stores before he even finds like one nice thing of broccoli.
Well, you should be picky about your produce.
Yeah, he's real picky on it.
I mean, you
We
don't
actually
want to
go to
get
the
that E. coli.
Actually, we end up going to our neighborhood Walmart, the neighborhood market, to get a lot of that stuff because a lot of their stuff is really fresh and good. It's
Yeah,
consistent.
it's weird. I had one of those open up not far from where I live, and
Yeah,
it's
the green
very
Walmart's my favorite. The green
Yeah,
Walmarts, they're somehow like higher quality.
but they
What's even
They're solely
strictly
focused on
do
food.
they
Oh yeah,
strictly do food.
no they don't.
Well, they do like
Oh, okay,
toilet paper and
they got other shit in there like a Kroger would have or a bigger
Dude,
grocery
it's like
store.
yeah,
yeah.
it's like Walmart, but they took out all the stupid shit like clothing and electronics.
It's Walmart trying to be Publix is what it is because they offer just about the same range. Actually, I think Publix has a slightly no,
Well,
it's about
actually, it's
it's
not.
yeah,
Well, no, Becca, they're not competing with Publix.
Publix
They're competing with Kroger.
probably.
Kroger is a restaurant. No, not a restaurant chain. A fucking grocery store chain around here. I don't know if it's down that south here, but they're
No.
actually fucking good. They not only have food, but they have like other miscellaneous shit. They actually like have an actual toy aisle. They actually have some
Mm.
electronics like 55-inch TVs. They have clothes, like decent looking clothes
Oh,
with changing room
So they have
and home
so
decoration.
basically they're super Walmarts.
The only thing they don't have is video games.
So
okay,
they're
so
worse than Super Walmart. Okay.
Give them
okay,
time; they'll have their
so
own electronics
so
section.
our neighborhood market, it's got the basics, the bakery, you get your fruit and vegetables.
Yeah.
You can buy beer. In fact, you walk
Woo!
in the front door and do not stop walking forward, and you will walk right into the beer aisle.
Nice.
It's
No,
it's that easy.
They know
actually,
their target audience here.
Yeah. It's
actually,
it's just
actually, speaking of fucking beer, the other thing they have too is a bar.
What?
oh my god.
Wait, Kroger?
They have Kroger. They have a bar where you can actually taste beer in one.
Oh, and
Oh,
I also
no
wanted to
wonder they're
mention.
popular.
Oh yeah.
I would actually see that thing fucking full on Thursdays and Fridays.
Hey, baby, mind if I take you to get drinks at Kroger's?
Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention. This is a side note. What was it? I think the last time I told you I bought gas, it was 209, and I
Mm-hmm.
only buy it at the gas station right there by our neighborhood market.
Mm-hmm.
It's not owned by Walmart. I went by it today. I had to go buy some things at the store.
Mm-hmm.
and it was $1.98.
Nice.
I would like to note that I am living in peak gas range right here.
Very nice.
What
And
about
Bills.
you?
Do you guys, either of you, have a Wawa where you're at?
Yeah,
What
we
the
have a
fuck is a Wawa?
That's a no.
it's a gas station. Now they have like restaurants in there
It
too.
is
They're actually
a
pretty good.
high-class gas station. They're
Oh, we have
always
White
clean,
Oaks.
always well lit, well maintained. They have like a little, not a bar, but more sort of like a cafe inside where you can get. Oh,
It's just their version of Subway.
they
No,
specialize in hoagies, like they do
no,
big
this
fucking
side of the
hoagies.
Mississippi. Let me just put it this way, Bucket. I've been between the Mississippi River and the fucking West Coast, and it's White Oaks. They sound exactly alike. I actually work. Our parking lots are conjoined. Okay, that's how I'll put it. There's our parking lot, and then the parking lot for condos, and then their parking lot,
Nice,
and it's just one big thing.
nice.
And I refuse to go in there because everything is $1 more than you could get at my local Come and Go, because it's on the highway.
Yes, but you're paying to not go to Come and Go. Also,
I
I
will.
think
I
there's a
will go to Come and
dispute
Go.
between Will and the missus about one of their cats.
No,
I would rather go to Come and Go because the guy that's behind the counter, it seems to. I'm pretty sure if I go in anytime after 11, the guy's high that's behind the register. So I could probably just like grab something and then just walk out of there, and he won't do jack shit about it.
Okay, first of all, I don't like the name Come and Go. That's just a bad name for a gas station.
I just
And
don't
second
like
of
how
all,
they spell it.
we're
It should be
not,
spelled
we're
with
not
a
having a
C.
dispute.
It should be spelled with a C, you idiots.
Continue.
We're
Will?
not. Yeah, we're not arguing. She's just making fun of one of our cats because he got in a fight with another one.
Nice.
He's kind of being an asshole.
I heard only snippets, but I heard distinctly Boris and bitch ass.
Okay, she wanted to say that she wanted to announce on Twitter.com that that Boris is being a bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah, Boris the fucking axe dwarf is a bitch ass
Oh,
motherfucker.
she comes to make an announcement on Twitter.com.
Just kicks in the fucking door like, I'm tweeting about our retarded fucking cat.
No, this is that whole line there. It's actually from something I forgot. What are they called? Oh yeah.
I've come to make an announcement on my Twitter.com. Sonic the Hedgehog is a bitch ass motherfucker.
Oh, he knows what it is.
Oh, that.
Earl, come here, Earl.
Earl?
Yeah, I'm calling my cat.
Oh, you have a cat.
Yeah, I have a cat. Who would have thunk it?
I know you had dogs. I didn't think you had a cat.
I have two.
Dick. Okay.
I got Earl and Lucifer.
Oh, that's fucking edgy.
Yeah, well, she's a fucking moody bitch all the time.
I'm gonna talk about that.
Speaking of cats, my brother, who just today left my apartment and has made his way up to his new permanent duty station, permanent in big quotation marks, up at Fort Stewart, is moving in with his wife and adopting one of her cats, Cameron, who is a talkative motherfucker.
That's the best kind.
Yeah, being caught in the fucking car on a 4.5 hour drive down one of the busiest highways in the country with a cat screaming behind you while you're going 80 miles an hour.
Hang on a second. I gotta ask my wife why the fuck she's
Oh.
picky about her watermelon flavored candy because she's a black person and she demands them to be.
You killed me. You're so funny, Will. You know that?
That's what she said. She's upset with this Japanese candy that's supposed to be watermelon.
The Japanese do not know what watermelon tastes like.
Apparently, they didn't consult their African American populace.
There
What
you are,
African
bucket.
American populace? Aw, kitty.
And now it's
That's
demonetized.
Earl, my fucking 2.5 foot long cat.
Cute. Also, fuck you, it's true. There are no black people in Japan. They're not
Yeah,
welcome there.
you're actually banned from the country.
Not to that extent, but you're definitely not welcome there.
Well, neither actually white people. Like, if you're gonna be let into the country, the Japanese are allowed into Japan. White people are actually encouraged to come into Japan.
But
you're
if
not
we
from
see you
fucking-
hugging a fucking body pillow, we will dunk your ass in the harbor. Get out.
Yeah, like if you're a greasy fucking fat neckbeard, I will fucking kill you personally before you even land that plane over here. I will sink your boat if you're traveling by boat.
Yeah.
But if you're a good-looking white guy, and
Not
like,
even not even
you-
good looking. Just if you don't look like a fucking mongoloid, you are welcome in the country. Please, for the love of God, get some pussy. Our birth rate is in the negatives. Babies are dying. We need help.
brown people are acceptable to an extent.
But
Wait,
good
aren't
luck
you a
getting a
brown
girl.
person?
Black people.
Not you. I know you're brown.
I don't want no black. I don't want no black people in my country. But I guess I'm allowed, okay. You got the blacks, and they go.
I
I
was
guess you're
taking a
allowed in."
drink, you bastard.
They say, well, I guess we'll let the blacks in, but that's just because we're nice. But if you're Asian and not Japanese, you're actually just banned from entering the country. That's just how all the Asian countries are. You can't enter Korea if you're non-Korean, but you're Japanese, can't go to Korea, China, or the Philippines.
Well, here's the thing. Getting back to Japan. Like, the darker your skin tone, you're still welcome, but good luck getting a date.
Get out of here.
Yeah, good luck entering the country if you're Chinese. They'll just kill you instantly.
Yeah.
They're the fuck- Like everyone's like, oh, white people are racist. Have you seen Asians? They're racist to each other. They're, to
The
extent
Japanese
that-
are racist to other Japanese.
I'll be right back again. Apparently, my wife went to a witch store. Now she thinks she's a witch.
Okay,
fucking-
you go
the
have
fucking
kinky
Japan-
sex. We'll wait for
No,
you.
I must go burn the witch.
Okay, good idea.
The fucking Japanese will bomb China just for fun, but heaven forbid a white guy said, I don't really like the look of black women. Like, heaven forbid that happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink a cup of gravy.
I do not recommend that.
But yes, we have a local store in our area that is run by witches.
Really.
Yeah, they actually think they are witches.
Do they
More like
practice
bitches.
witchcraft?
I suppose so, but I think it's more like that Wiccan crap.
Oh,
Either
that's
way, the Inquisition memes started popping up in my head.
gay. I can just imagine you and your wife, like, on your anniversary. She's got, like, a sexy witch outfit on, and you just kick in the door. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition! Oh, that's hot. Oh, fuck. Now I'm thinking of Venture Brothers.
No. She comes in dressed as a witch, and I come in dressed up as Caldor Drago.
And you know what the best part is?
Hmm.
Neither of you come.
I come way too often. I seriously need to slow down my masturbation.
We are not even going there.
Come on, friend. It's perfectly natural that we talk about how often I masturbate.
Age is right with that one.
I don't want to talk about that.
Well, we don't exactly have any other topics.
But no, the store actually just
Well,
reminded me of just
we can talk about how
gypsies, not witches.
You can talk about how they put me on the prep table today to fucking make waffle mix and all this other garbage they needed. And my manager walks in, and she goes into the walk-in. She pulls a bunch of cucumbers out.
And she seals herself in and dies of hypothermia.
No, and then she walks out, washes them, sits them down. She's got to cut some cucumbers, and she's across the entire room from me, and then calls me over, asks what I've already done for the prep list, and I tell her like got a few things done. Then she goes, "Okay, also one more thing. Which one of these do you want the best?" And points at all the fucking cucumbers. And
You're
I
a
pan them.
homo. You should be able to tell the quality of cucumbers.
Hey,
Ugh.
Bucket.
Yo.
Um, that's a joke, right? You're on the same page as me, right?
Yes.
Are our viewers intelligent?
Yes.
Is Will on the same page as us?
I'm like 7 pages ahead of you, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah. Then what page am I on?
That one. I'm pointing to it right now.
The
And if you can't
page
see
about
it, well,
the
I can't help you.
gay.
Oh yeah. Then what was I talking about, Will?
You were talking about that last topic we were on. And if you can't remember,
Well,
I
He's
just can't.
lost.
I can't help you.
He's
I
lost.
just
Your
can't help
book
you
is
if you don't even
upside
remember.
down. You can't. Will, I've tried to tell you, you don't know how to read. You need to accept it.
Well, here he knows how to read, but in fact he doesn't. As my manager was actually asking me, to fucking die.
Okay.
Major
Also,
SEO and you
I'd like
didn't
to
do it.
note
Mm.
I'd like to note that it is entirely possible with a click of a button at my workplace to request cucumbers on your sandwich.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
How revolutionary.
Yeah, and no one will, and I refuse to do it.
You're not gonna order cucumbers in your sandwich.
Fuck you, cucumbers.
I made that joke once, and immediately I hear from Sarah. Yeah, I bet you want a big cucumber. I'm done.
That's just the low hanging fruit.
Is it though?
Yes, it is.
Grabbed you by your fat, greasy balls and called you a faggot.
Bob Ross
Yeah.
teaches you how to paint an abortionist. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
I'll just save that for later.
Yeah, well, she also mentioned how her ex-husband is a fucking he's destroyed in his entire life.
Cool. Good for him.
Like it, you know, if you go through something like a breakup and then you decide to change the entire way you dress and act, that's pretty pathetic, right?
That's pretty extreme.
Yeah. Now, what if you did that to impress a different woman?
Well, that's
I
pretty sad.
Yeah.
definitely said never done that.
So that's pretty sad, and she was just talking about that. I said, "Wow, that's really sad." And then she's like, "Yeah, my ex-husband's doing that." I said, "Wow, that's even worse because he just looked at her phone and she got a single text message from our old manager David, and he didn't even read the text. He just read the name and it said David, and he flipped his shit."
It really is a sad world we're living in nowadays.
Yeah.
Wait, what was your first fucking clue that we live in a sad world?
We live in a society.
Yes.
Not run by. Okay, he's gone. Like the wind, like the shade of night falling upon the city. He comes in, says some words, and then runs off with a puff of gas.
He's no, he's not letting us debate if we truly live in a society or not because he just left. He won. There's
He
nothing
knows.
we can fucking do.
He knows what he's done.
Oh, fuck. I guess I never get to this if we truly live in a society or not.
Well, we do live in a society, but can it really
Do
be
we,
considered?
though?
But can it really be considered a society if it isn't run by gamers?
Give it time.
Anyway, speaking of this clown world we're living in, I actually heard some rather uplifting news from, I believe it was Hong Kong recently.
Oh, go ahead with that because I actually have more on Clown World just on the negative, but still funny. So.
In Hong Kong, they were recently going to pass a law that said that convicts and wanted criminals could be sent back, not back, but sent over to China to receive punishment. And
Oh,
thousands, possibly millions of people gathered in the streets in protest to say, shut this shit down. Because, yeah, you start saying that China can take your convicts, then they'll be asking, you give China your convicts, next they'll want your entire fucking property.
yeah.
So, yeah, the people came out in protest, and, like, really millions of people. At least 338,000 confirmed, but there was just tons and tons of people flooding the
There,
streets and
there's
protesting
there's
this.
actually a very very good book that can teach you on how to deal with something like this, and it's called "If You Give a Mouse a Cookie." Where
Yeah.
now the mouse is China,
Yeah,
and the
and
more cookies or Hong Kongs you give him, he's gonna
speaking
want
of,
another.
you know who was pushing to pass the bill in Hong Kong in the first place?
Who?
China.
Oh,
Well,
I
actually,
never
what
saw
it
that coming.
was is it came from Beijing, who then got their orders from China.
But it totally Beijing's totally not.
It's fucking clown world.
Like I said, Beijing, China at all.
Yeah.
The nebulous from China.
Yeah. China's fucking insane. Like, every time I hear some hippie screaming about how we as Americans need to save the environment, I want to show them a map of, like, world polluters. And
But
just,
China uncensored.
it's really fucking insane. Actually, you know what's hilarious? Who do you think, like, which country do you think is the number one, like, most polluted country in the world?
Um, top three, I would have to say
No,
that
number one.
that compete. No,
Which?
there's like three that I think would compete for the number one spot. That's India, China, and Russia.
India.
Hmm,
Russia is actually very low on the list.
really?
Higher than America, lower than India and China. But India just barely beats out China in number of pollutants.
Yeah, well, again, India just figured out now they're supposed to shit in the toilet and not in the street.
No, they still haven't fully grappled that logic yet. Give them time,
I
though.
can't. I can't say take the poo to the loo as ever came to America.
Superpower by 2020, huh?
Have you seen that fucking video? They made a
Wha-
whole fucking music video and put it up on YouTube called "Take the Poo to the Loo."
Was it up on
And I'm gonna
T-Series? I can see why everyone's subscribed to them now.
no this. Let me get this for you.
Oh
I
my
I hate
god.
it, but and yet I watched the
You
entire thing.
respect it.
No, I don't because fucking hell, they had to have a fucking YouTube video to explain to them why aren't they supposed to shit in the street. And there you go. I put it up in
Poo
memes.
to the loo. I'll watch that later. But that's fucking ridiculous. Superpower by 2020. I feel like from this year onward, that number is gonna increase every time you say it. Oh, India, global superpower by 2021. Yep, yep. I'm telling you, India is so powerful that they could become a superpower by 2022. That's a generous estimate. It's probably going to be as soon as 2030,
That's actually
2040 if they're
That's
really
actually the
pushing it.
third comment up there for this video. Superpowered by 2020.
Of course it is. It's really bizarre, India, how you can have like different like, every single neighborhood is in a different stage of human evolution from like
Oh yeah.
the Cambrian era up to like cyberpunk future, all within about like a 30-mile radius of each other. The only time I've seen a disparity of that immeasurable quality was Brazil, where there is a literally visible poverty line.
How do you get so many fucking smart ass people in like the fields of medical and science, and yet you have a country that's entirely inept on shitting in the toilet?
Well, I mean, if you set your standards so high that only the smartest and brightest few would receive a proper education and let everyone else fuck off, that would happen. You know,
Yeah.
like in China. You know, if you don't get perfect scores on every single goddamn test, you'd go work in the factories. That's a discouraging comment, but it holds some weight, I believe.
Okay, little buddy. I just watched one of my cats fall. Graceful.
They can do that, you know.
He decided to get up on the arm of our rotating computer chair
Mhm.
to get up to a table, and the chair rolled, so he plummeted. And now he's just walking off like, yeah, nothing happened.
Yeah. Yeah, some odd I read is that cats actually do better falling from great heights than they do falling from short heights. Something about their anatomy, like their bodies are well built to brace and sort of recoil from falling like, 20 feet onwards. But any less than that, like if they fall a very short distance, it throws them off. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. But then again, cats are weird.
It's like the harder you hit someone, the less damage they take. But if you hit them really softly, they just go flying backwards.
Actually, speaking of weird, before I get into my Clown World story here, we found this thing we're gonna do, and don't know when the fucking date is. My wife's gonna figure it out. But all
It's
right,
called
so
sex.
yeah, no, we've already done that.
Oh wow! Look at you,
Anyway,
pioneers.
all right, so you know how like people will get together with their dogs and have like go to dog parks and shit like that because dogs are actually sociable.
Did you find a cat park?
There's no cat park, but there's a local chain of pet stores around here.
Mm.
I've, whatever the fuck, whatever it's fucking called, but they're doing like a cat party day. You can come in, you can make cat toys for your cats, and you can bring your cats in. So we're gonna go to that, but we're going to watch just how many people fucking don't realize that their cats won't get along, and they're just gonna spend the entire time growling and hissing at each other.
Nice. Which cat are you taking?
We're gonna take the grumpiest one, so they add to the fucking chaos.
Boris?
It's either Boris or Lily.
How many cats do you have, by the way?
We have 5.
5. Okay, so there's
Mhm.
Boris, Ozzy, Osborne, Lily, and
Leon,
Leon. Is he a
which is short
professional?
for no, it's short for Leandros. I named it after a Blood Angels captain because he keeps drawing blood.
Fucking okay. Brutal.
Actually, he's the most calm out of that all, and he actually gets any other cat to get along. So that's why we're not taking him.
He's a big
He
old
gets along with
smooch
everybody.
baby.
Yeah, he actually is.
Aw, that's a good cat.
Lily, on the other hand, when we had to visit my parents over the holidays before we got into our actual apartment, my
Mm.
parents have a deaf cat, and she spent the entire 2 weeks that we were there hissing at him, not really realizing that he's deaf.
Now, you know what? Lily knew that their cat was deaf and was hissing at him behind his back just because she could get away with it.
Yeah, it's like giving a blind person the middle finger.
Yeah, exactly. You only do it because they won't react.
I cannot wait.
What?
I said I cannot wait for this shit show. I can't imagine that this is actually gonna go. I don't see how this is actually gonna go down. I don't know what they were fucking thinking. Cats don't get along that way.
They don't do like, a cat doesn't see another cat and think, friend. They think, yeah.
Get the fuck away.
They get along if you force them in a room long enough.
Yeah, because then they say, "Oh, okay, you're not going to murder me in my sleep.
Okay.
Just,
So
just stick
I
clear of my
can
food."
clean my plans of murdering you in your sleep. Alright. Just don't touch me. Ever. Yeah. I like dogs though. I prefer dogs to cats any day of the week.
I like them both. I just we got cats right now because they're much easier to move than a dog.
Really?
All right, well, a cat can actually go, or ours can actually go like 12 hours in a car. I mean, they won't be happy about it, but they'll just sleep the entire time, and we won't have to like stop off and let them shit. I
Okay.
mean,
Oh,
most times
okay.
it's
So easier to like move.
transport.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean.
Plus, we could just put a litter box back there in case they have to. But most of the time, they're just too scared to do anything, so they just go into a coma for the entire time we're in the car.
All right. Speaking of animals and car rides, my dog is horrified of car rides. I
Animals are.
think no, some dogs love car rides, man. Like that's just the generic thing, you know. It's like, oh, it's a dog. He wants to go for a ride in the car, stick his head out the window, you know. My dog
Until they
hates it.
associate it with going to the vet.
Well, I think my dog associated it with being abandoned at a shelter, so that might be why. Like we've had this dog for years, like 10 years now, and he still just does not like getting in the car. And he also like really has separation anxiety. Like the moment my dad leaves his line of sight, he starts screaming. Like the moment he's out the door, he just starts crying. And he is fucking loud. He's named Odin for a fucking reason. He is like 30-pound wired hair terrier, and he barks louder than any other dog I've seen in my life, regardless of size. There are pit bulls in the apartment across from me, and I've heard them bark. They are nowhere near as loud as Odin, because I can hear him from the other side of this fucking building. It's ridiculous. But I love him, because he's my dog.
Of course. He's your animal.
Yeah.
Anyway, the all right, so the Clown World story here. So
Yes.
I am actually going to support the fuck out of 2077 now.
Why?
How much of it do you actually know about
I know they are
like the game?
spending way too much on the advertising, which means that the producers don't think it's very good.
Actually, from what I've understood, it actually is going to be a fucking good game. All right, so I don't know how everybody at some point with some kind of a character creation game, they'll say something like, "Oh man, I wish I could make it this way," or "I wish I had a little more freedom." Apparently, you're gonna have a lot more freedom, and they always said that, but you're gonna have a lot more freedom in choosing on who you actually want your character to be and look like. They're all gonna be known as the same person, which is V. They just call him. I want to understand this. They just call him V.
Hmm.
So
V. I wonder if they drew inspiration from something.
I'm drawing a blank here. So go ahead and explain that to me.
V for Vendetta.
Possibly. I just got the V thing because V can either be a boy or a girl.
It's a
It's like a code
letter,
name.
of course.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're basically letting you be whatever the fuck you want. You can because on one of their advertisements they actually had like a good looking in a leotard, but you can actually see the faint outline of a dick. You
Okay.
can actually make your characters have augmentation.
Finally, I can make my big titty goth Fuda GF. Just
Now,
like I've always wanted.
hearing this, would you think the SJWs problem with this game?
Yes, because they'll find a problem with anything.
They have, and actually they had Anita Sarkeesian telling the
She's
character
still
the game.
alive?
I know. I found out that she's still talking shit, and she was offering to help make a game that doesn't insult that won't insult everybody, and it is not a white male fantasy. But apparently, the guy who makes this game is black.
So let me
'Cause
guess. Her idea of a game that won't offend anyone and makes it totally inclusive and doesn't exclude anyone is to remove the male gender and the white skin color.
I guess what it is because this whole game is exactly what they've been bitching about the entire time. You can make your character trans if you want to. You can make them black. You can make it
Yeah,
whatever the fuck
but
you want. And you're taking down the main. So what else do you want?
yeah, but there's still men in it.
They got men getting shot. What else do you want?
Yeah, but like not all the men are getting shot, and some of the men getting shot are not white. I just want to commit genocide on the Caucasians. Is that so bad?
Apparently, you can do that.
What?
I mean, not commit genocide, but you can kill people with reckless abandon. Look, you're gonna be able. What I understand, you're gonna be able to do a lot of fucking things. The point
Look,
is,
no
they don't know what the fuck.
gameplay, no hype. That's my rule. They didn't show any fucking gameplay, so you're not getting any fucking hype. I don't care who you cast in it. Look, I love Keanu Reeves as much as the next guy. He's a saint of a man, very humble, very amazing guy. Just putting him in something won't convince me to buy it. Putting his name on something isn't gonna convince me, like, oh, yeah, this is a good thing. I'm gonna buy. Like, fuck you. Show some goddamn gameplay, you fucking mongoloids. You want people to get interested in your game? Show your goddamn game.
I'm actually gonna support these guys because one, they actually have an idea of what they want to fucking do, a good idea what they want to do. Two, they already have all this pressure coming from these fucking faggots, and they're not buckling under them.
Oh, they are so easy to swat away.
Yes and no. There's been plenty of other games that buckled on them. Borderlands is one that comes to mind.
What?
But yeah, that's another story for another time. I'm done thinking about Borderlands.
Yeah.
Anything after 2, just, you know what? And the Telltale series sucks.
Hey.
No, I said anything after 2 and the Telltale series,
Oh, okay.
or
Hey,
rather
Fluffy.
the first couple episodes, I guess.
The first 4.5 episodes were amazing.
But then again, I think that's like most of the Telltale games because I heard the Walking Dead ones, the latest ones weren't
Everything
good.
after the first season is trash.
I heard the second season was okay.
It's nowhere near as good as the original, so it begs the question, why'd you make it?
Okay, well, hold on. When did the black guy die?
First season.
Okay, never mind that. I thought when he died in the second.
Nope, first. He died at the end of the first season.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
I retract my statement in full.
Coined. Yeah, Telltale's gone, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
But no, I'm going to support these guys, and I'm hoping that they're gonna this game does good because it sounds like an interesting game. It's got Keanu Reeves, which it's not the whole
Fuck
selling
you.
point, but it's a good selling point.
You wanna know why it sounds interesting? Is because they're spending millions of dollars on making it sound interesting. They're spending so much money on advertising, which proves that the publisher has zero faith in the game standing up on its own merits.
I don't
And
know that.
they haven't showed any gameplay yet.
Maybe they just don't have anything concrete.
So why are they... The longer you hype up a game, the greater the expectations and the worse the end product looks in comparison. Look at Duke Nukem Forever and Half-Life 3.
Well, first of all, Half-Life 3 hasn't even come out yet. And Duke Nukem, that is just a sad fucking.
Yeah, that game was in development hell for 14 years. Eventually people just gave up on it, and then it finally came out, and then everyone was like, wow, this game is completely mediocre. But it looked like AIDS compared to what they were hoping for. The game isn't bad, it's just bland. It's wholly generic. But because you were waiting 14 years for it, it is literally the worst thing to ever exist in all of human history. Period. So yeah, they're gonna hype up this game, and then they're gonna show gameplay like a year from now, and then I was gonna be like, well, why isn't it better? I thought I was gonna be flying around in a jetpack with laser beams shooting out of my eyes, and like dropping bombs on people. Why didn't you do that? We thought you were gonna do that. And then CD Projekt Red is gonna say, we never said anything about that. We said buy the game. It's like,
This
yeah,
thing that I'm
but
reading,
I
this thing
wanted
I'm reading here about it.
lasers.
One of the reasons why it's taking so long is because they're actually putting in the time to it.
They fucking
Like
better.
I'm looking at the rendering process here, and it's actually not too bad.
Look, CD Projekt Red has a pretty good track record. They made Witcher 3 for God's sakes.
Yeah,
But just
a lot of people are attributing to like Witcher 3.
every fiber of my being is telling me to not get my hopes up for this game. It may just be my eternal pessimistic attitude, but
I think it's just
Wait,
I
which
just
game?
it's something about it spells
Cyberpunk.
disaster for me.
I think you have a point. We just need to wait for gameplay to come out. But
Yeah.
before either one of us say it's going to be good or bad,
What
we need to
game?
wait for some
Cyberpunk
actual
2077.
for an actual demo.
It's gonna be bad. They put Keanu Reeves in it.
Fuck off and die, shithead.
What? It's gonna be bad. You know the only reason they put him in the game was so they could make more money.
That may actually hold water.
You call me an asshole, but I'm right.
I thought you were saying it's bad because Keanu Reeves is in it. Like, yeah,
Mm.
he used to be a shitty actor, but he's definitely improved over the years. I mean, look at him in The Matrix
No.
and Bill and Ted's. Ugh.
Yeah, and then go look at what he did in John Wick. Somehow, I like The Matrix better.
What? Now you're just trying to get on my
Actually,
nerves.
First off,
No, I'm
I do
not.
like Bill and Ted.
I hate it. I couldn't stand it. Wayne's World was so much better.
I like them both equally.
Why do you think at E3 they had Keanu Reeves there in the first place?
To hype it up, obviously.
Yeah. So everyone's gonna pre-order the game.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And then
And-
they're gonna make $1 billion,
Yep.
and then the game's gonna come out, and it's gonna literally be like 20, maybe 25 minutes of gameplay.
Oh god, they're gonna make a fucking spiritual successor to Yakuza.
What? No, they're gonna make a spiritual successor to Skyrim, where you play 25 minutes and then you repeat the exact same 25 minutes by doing the same dungeon
Actually,
200 times.
no, they're gonna make a spiritual successor to Metal Gear Solid 4. Walk 5 steps, cutscene. Walk 5 steps, cutscene. Shoot some
I
guy, cutscene.
Hey, look, I paid for a high quality movie when I played the game here, and I was not disappointed.
Yeah, but
It-
everyone
well-
who paid for a game was sorely disappointed.
Hold on. Fucking YouTube, get the hell out of here. I wanna fucking look at you.
But yeah, no gameplay, no hype. If you keep that in mind every time you see a cinematic trailer or you see a game that looks interesting, just keep that rule in mind and
I'm
trust
not saying it's
me,
going to
it'll
be
save
game of
you a
the
lot
year,
of
but
heartbreak.
the fact that they're not buckling from ink-haired
Oh,
Land
Guns of
Whales?
Patriots. Oh, you know, actually, Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh
But
yeah,
because they're not fucking buckling under the pressure from pink-haired land whales and Anita Sarkeesian, it
yeah,
tells me they at least have some brains.
yeah.
You
They
want to
have
hear how I
some
managed to
memory.
purchase that game?
How?
So I went to my local game exchange. I bought the Metal Gear Solid collection. It's got Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, and then the original Metal Gears. For $10. And then they said, "Hey, did you know you can get a free copy of Metal Gear Solid 4?" And I said, "I don't really want it. It doesn't really interest me." And they said, "No, it's free. Please go back there and grab one." I said, "I don't really want it." And they said, "No, I won't sell this to you unless you take one." I said, "Geez, okay, fine. I'll go back there and find it." And I was just kind of hoping they would bring like the last copy or anything. And the entire top shelf was just Metal Gear Solid 4. And they all had the same price tag on them. Actually, to make sure I'm not wrong, I will pull this tag up. And Bucket, I will send you a picture of it if I can find it real quick. Here it is. $2.95. They're selling it for. If you buy a game for the PS3, turns out they had a deal. If you buy a PS3 game, you get a free copy of Metal Gear Solid 4. And
Just
if you
to
felt
get
like
rid of them.
Yeah, they really look. If you the top shelf holds about each shelf holds about 100 games, so They had at least 100 copies, and they told me they had more in the back, and I said, Jesus Christ, just fucking burn them at this point.
Actually, she actually is going to get a PS4, but because she wants to play Death Stranding.
Who? What?
My wife went, since we're talking about PlayStation, we are going to get a PlayStation 4 because she wants to play Death Stranding, and I kind of do want to play Bloodborne.
I want to play Outer Worlds, but I'm not going to give them money.
I want to play a good game.
You want to come in your pants and then eat it. I know, Bucket. I know you better than you know you.
Look, I'm honestly sick to the fucking gills of just looking at games coming out and saying, "Oh, this is gonna be so good! I can't wait to play it," and then getting it and being like, "Oh,
Yeah, that's
that
why.
one time.
I'm never going to
That's
buy a game full
Skyrim.
price ever again, just so like I can give it time." You
When
know,
was the last time you bought a game full price?
fucking Smash Ultimate actually, because God forbid a Nintendo game go down in price. But
Yeah,
here's the
you
thing,
ever see?
that game did not disappoint me because I knew exactly what I'd be getting with it.
Yeah, it's just more Bing Bing Wahoo.
Yeah, and it's fun as shit.
Yeah, the new DLC you can play Goku.
Go who?
You can play Goku. You got a Joker from Persona 5, and then you can play Goku from Dragon Ball, and then you can play Kazooie from the Banjo Kazooie series.
Man, I can't wait for them to actually add Banjo.
Yeah, and don't put your hopes up. I do hope they put. I hope the fourth DLC character, they revealed to be a just some like super minor
You mean fifth?
JoJo character.
I think you mean fifth.
What do you mean fifth?
Piranha Plant?
Plant wasn't a fucking DLC character.
Yeah, it was.
He's not one of the 5.
Well, here's the thing. I can't actually find Piranha Plant. I think the only way to get it is by buying the Fighter Pass.
I believe the only way to get him was to purchase the game.
Jumbo
I think it was
stick.
a pre-purchase bonus, actually.
No, was it? Hmm. Oh well. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Something about Smash.
Oh, what were you going to say?
Well, besides my whole tirade about not buying games full price or new and shit, yeah, just if you really have to play the newest, latest game, you're just a sucker for marketing. Like you never have to play a game. Doesn't matter how new it is, doesn't matter how old it is. You never have to. You, just it's a conscious choice what games you play. Just remember that. So if everyone else is playing Super Titty Wahoo Fighter 6 on the Nintendo Fuck Station, and you're sitting over here without one, don't think to yourself, man, I need to play that game. It's popular. Think to yourself, what games are there out there that actually would interest me? You know?
Why we're getting a PS4? As there's actually a few games we do want to play that it's only on the PS4.
Yeah, also.
And then once we're done with them, we sell them.
Yeah, fuck you, goddamn stupid bullshit ass fucking exclusive.
I mean, I'd be playing fucking Bloodborne on the PC if I could, but they're not really giving me that option. So.
Fuck you, Sony. Bunch of shitty morons. Also, yeah, I like how for the longest while PC elitists were just like, oh, look at these plebeians with their exclusives. Oh, we of the PC master is don't have to deal with that. And then Epic Game Store came out, and now we're just fucking stabbing each other.
I don't see that lasting.
Well, clearly someone's using the Epic Game Store.
Yeah, they're gonna have 2 more DLC characters. Bucket.
Oh boy.
I think people are have slowly wised up to what they need to do, which is just wait and let it die, and just not buy anything, and just wait for them to actually come up to every other place they want to buy it from.
Here's the thing. I do want some level of competition on PC game retailing. You know, because for the longest while, Steam has pretty much had a monopoly on it. But Epic Game Store, it's new. It's completely fucking like filled with holes. It doesn't hold water at all. It is nowhere near as secure and offers nowhere near as many services as Steam does. But at the same time, Steam could definitely learn to be a little less greedy with, the percentage they take from game sales. But I don't know. Like, I do support competition in the marketplace, but I really hate the exclusivity bullshit. I would love it if
Hey,
there
you
were like two
know what
separate
it is?
stores, each offering the same product with different, side effects and different, quirks and bonuses.
Yeah, you
And I
used to
could
have that called GameStop and EB Games, and then EB Games went out of sale.
that they were owned by the same parent company. You know that, right?
Yeah, but they were still fucking competing. Oh no, at one point they were competing with each other.
Weird. That'd be like
This was
Walmart competing with Sam's Club.
this was a long, long fucking time ago when toy stores still existed.
Hey, okay, I'm alive.
Hey.
Damn it, it
Okay,
didn't work.
okay, I have to go find this image now. Uh, it's saved either on my phone or my computer or something.
Alright.
But it's someone who compared the Epic Store to the Steam Store.
Alright. Well, while you look for that, getting back to Smash right quick, I did have a funny idea in mind. I know they'd never do it, but I had a funny idea in mind for like a reveal trailer for the Chosen Undead being added to Smash. Just imagine like Waluigi in his house, like wakes up in the morning, goes through his morning routine, he makes
And
himself.
Waluigi's the chosen undead.
No, hold
Got it.
on. He makes himself like his morning breakfast, and then, like a fucking like a letter comes through the mail slot, with like the little Smash wax seal on the back, like they did for the Joker reveal. And he's, like he fucking freaks out. He runs over, grabs it. He's like jumping up and down, dancing. He's so happy. And then you hear the fucking like invader sound from Dark Souls, and it's just like the camera pans behind him and shows fucking the Chosen Undead and the Elite Knight set standing behind him.
That's a.
What?
I said that's not.
Okay, but
Your
That's a
mic
good.
is really fucking up.
who?
Both of you guys, stop talking over each other. Gage, you have no right to complain about people interrupting you when you do it all the time.
Okay, all right.
I was
Well,
talking to Gage.
you know what?
I know, but it's
Here's no,
Hey, Eagle.
here's you asked a question and we both said who, and then you're like, how the fuck are you both talking at the same time? It's almost like I asked a question and said, hey, stop being a jackass, you, and then, I got three people
No,
sitting in a room.
I couldn't tell what he said because you talked over him the first time. And then I
You said
said your
who?
mic's fucking up because I heard Will's mic fucking up, and then you're still talking shit. So, Will, what did you say?
I said that wouldn't be a bad trailer for the Chosen Undead. However, I would not want the Chosen Undead in Smash.
No, yeah,
I
me neither,
think
but still a cute
it
idea.
needs to go to Doom Guy.
No, it
Dude.
doesn't need to go to
Yes, it
fucking
does.
Doom Guy.
I looked up Smash Ultimate DLC characters
Hmm?
on Google, and the first result, Joker from Persona 5.
Yeah, that one was a dumb one. That was. Isn't that a more recent?
Okay, number 2 was Ryu from Street Fighter, even though he's in the game.
Yeah.
Apparently he's. However, the third result is Doom Guy. That's proof Doom Guy is going to, in fact, be the next DLC character.
Yeah.
Alright, look. Banjo getting the Smash makes sense because Banjo is actually a integral part of video game.
Yeah, and he
He was
used to be
huge on the
Nintendo
N64.
exclusive. Yeah.
Doom Guy definitely needs to be in there because they've been putting in characters minus fucking Joker. I don't even know why the fuck he got. They've been putting in characters that actually has something to do with Nintendo's history or video game history in general.
Well,
They put
Persona
Joker
was
in the
getting
game 'cause it's
ported
funny.
to Switch.
No, it isn't.
What?
It's not. they're releasing Royale, and it's not getting put on Switch.
What? I
They
know
made
for a
an
fact
announcement.
one Persona game is being moved to the Switch.
It's not 5. 5 is not
I
making
didn't
it
say
on.
5, but I do know
Yeah, that's the
one
one that
game was
Joker's
being.
from.
Okay.
Alright, well, regardless here, fucking Doom guy should, because he is a huge part of video game history.
To be
Hear me out
fair,
here.
Doom was on the SNES and all that,
It was on the SNES and the N64.
but I don't know. To be fair, no,
Hey, what?
here's the thing. They added Bayonetta, which is a really sexualized character to this ostensibly children's game. So
You know
fucking
why they put
anything can
Bayonetta?
go.
Hold on, you know why they put Bayonetta on there?
Because
they
Bayonetta
want to
2 was
break
Switch
sexual.
exclusive or Wii U
Bec-
exclusive.
And you know why that was Wii exclusive?
Why?
They wouldn't give her a fucking sequel, but Nintendo's like, we'll give her a fucking sequel because we like what they got.
I guess.
You got the big anime boobs. You got the big anime ass. Here it is, your fucking sequel, hot and ready for you.
Good old Japan.
Leon, you idiot, you're gonna fall down again.
And to be fair, with Joker, they did give a character like an actual fucking gun. But
Yeah.
there is a big dichotomy between
I'm
like
sorry.
He doesn't have a gun.
I'm sorry, Joker's the only one who has a gun for getting Fox Falco.
that is a
Snake has a
laser
bazooka?
gun.
Dude, it's a laser gun.
Still a
No,
laser-
Fox has an actual
laser
fucking
guns-
gun.
Look, laser guns have been in cartoons since the fucking 80s. Like, you're not allowed to show real guns.
Okay, what
you show
about Snake
laser
with
guns.
a fucking rocket launcher grenade in an RPG?
That's still pretty cartoony.
No, it isn't. It's a literal fucking.
It's an actual
okay.
Soviet rocket-propelled grenade launcher.
One sec.
How is that cartoony?
Dude, it's cartooning because it's told by Snake. He says the funny lines. Actually,
Put mines on people, and that's cartoon.
actually, as someone who's played Persona 5, Joker is not actually holding a real gun. He's holding a gun that looks realistic, and he points it at you and pulls the trigger, but your mind perceives it as a real gun. You shoot yourself. He's holding a toy knife and a toy gun and shooting you with fake bullets
Okay, I'm back.
that hurt you for real.
But yeah, look, there's a big, like I was trying to say, there's a big difference between like a Glock or whatever the fuck it is Joker uses, and like a fucking double barrel sawed off shotgun.
The BFG.
Well,
What's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference?
the difference
see
is
the
that in
difference.
Persona, when you shoot someone, they don't explode into gore.
Yeah, they turn into a fucking cock goblin and fucking disintegrate. That's the difference. I wish that
Cock
there's more than one cock goblin, and that's amazing.
A, that is a retarded reasoning for that. B, Nintendo has been doing dark shit for a long time and
Alright.
messed up shit. You just don't see it because of the veil of cartoony bullshit.
No,
Give
no,
them
no,
to
no,
switch
no, no.
that fucking step and
Fucking-
gets right into what people fucking want.
No, I know they've been doing dark and creepy bullshit. Like, for instance, Majora's Mask, and above all else, like every single goddamn Kirby game has some nightmare fuel in it. It's fucking
Kirby
bizarre.
is just straight up vor, and yet you're fine with that.
Kirby games start off as Kirby
How dare
going
you.
to the fucking woods to eat an apple, and it ends with Kirby slaying God and just stopping the end of the universe from a
Yeah.
demon. Like,
It's fucking weird.
I don't know how it goes from a 0 to a 2000 across like a 20.
You don't even
hour
see
game.
the difference. You don't even see it happen. Like, you're in the forest 1 second eating apples, and then next thing you know, you're sucking up demons and shit, and you're like, what? What?
Kirby turns into CJ. Oh shit, here we go again.
Just another day for Curb. Alright, fine. Alright. Say they did want to add Doom Guy to Smash. It is with Bethesda now. And you think in the current shit show of Bethesda Softworks, just period, they would let that happen?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Doom is on the Switch.
Which one? Doom 2016?
2016 is on it, and then
Oh, yeah.
and the new one's going to be on the Switch too.
There's a difference between porting the game to a console
In
and
2016,
putting your
and the new one is going to be on there.
Yeah, there's a difference between porting your game to a console and licensing your copyright character to a much more successful game series than the shit that you are currently producing.
And the only thing it could do for them is benefit them, considering the shit show they've been going through anyway.
Yeah, well, they may not see it like that.
When it comes to money grubbing, they at least know how to do. They at least make smart decisions.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
look, they made a fucking mistake with Fallout 76, so they gotta build their reputation back up before they release Elder Scrolls 6. So people don't think, oh shit, it's just another Fallout 76.
The
Anyways,
mistake they made in making Fallout 76 was making Fallout 76. Its existence
It was
is a
possible.
mistake.
No. It was possible. You know, you could actually make the game good. It's just that every decision they managed to put in was the wrong one.
Yeah.
If we're going that tangent here, all they have to do is for fucking Fallout 76 is change it to where you can have your own fucking servers with your own fucking friends. Just make it fucking, in terms of the servers, just make it fucking Minecraft.
You know what
You
would
don't
be
need-
nice? Fixing some of the goddamn bugs.
Oh, you
and
mean like
also
the
not-
bug where there's no NPCs? Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, and also not fucking porting your fucking game from an older broken game.
And not banning you for actually being one of the 6 people that actually spend time playing this goddamn game. And it just occurred to me I said actually twice in that sentence. I apologize.
I think they
Yeah.
should just be happy if anybody's exploiting bugs in the game, because that means somebody's actually playing their game enough to exploit bugs.
Yeah. Anyways, hear me out. You know, you got Joker, you got Goku, you got Kazooie. Then they release Doom Guy, and then they make the reveal trailer, and it's just the Heavy from Team Fortress 2. There we are. That's all the DLC characters. It's all the DLC characters. No, and then they say, okay, that's it. And then the trailer ends, and then they end E3 2020 on Heavy in Smash. And then you hear a familiar sound. It's the sound of Megalovania. No, they already revealed Doom Guy. Doom Guy's already in the game, you idiot.
Oh, okay.
The Heavy's
Doom Guy-
final smash.
Heavy was-
The Heavy's fucking final smash is the Blue Falcon final smash. Just he's in the bumper car.
Yeah. Hear me out, and then you hear Megalovania playing in the background, and then it turns into the no-block version, and they announce Minecraft Steve as the secret new the 7th DLC character. Right then and there, and say, that's it, we revealed the 7th one and pranked you all. Because you thought there was going to be 5, but then we said, yeah, well, it's Minecraft Steve.
In Megalovania,
Yeah, they prank everyone by playing the Megalovania, so they get everyone's hopes up that they're putting Sans in the game, and then it's just Minecraft Steve, and they drop it right
okay.
there.
As someone who actually plays the game, I'm gonna say I don't want Steve in it.
The fuck is wrong with you? I'm gonna kill you.
Well, here's the thing.
They got
It
Animal
would just
Crossing. Why not?
way too jarring a disparity between like
I want
the
Minecraft Steve in the game.
like okay, Mr. Game and Watch.
Fortnite dance,
Mr. Game and Watch is the most extreme like jump we have in character design. And I gotta say, it really shows in playing him. He just feels awkward to control because of his low frame rate, and all of his moves are just like 2 frames. It's weird. It like changes your mindset. I think Minecraft would be it like how the character would animate and look would just cause this mental blockage in your head. It would take you out of it. I mean, Mr. Game and Watch looks smooth. You know, everything else in the game looks smooth and soft and
yeah, but every time
cartoony.
he gets hit, all you get to hear is oof.
Yeah, that's what I want. I just want them to play a trailer and they get Toby to fucking license off Megalovania for this one trailer so they can play Megalovania and then not reveal Sans and then say that's all we have for today. Tune in next time and then never reveal another Smash character. I just want them to prank everybody into thinking they're putting Sans into Smash. That's all I want. I want everyone to feel. I want everyone's hopes to be put up when they don't put Sans in Smash. You know, it's like, hey, Sans is gonna be in the Smash. They're
Yeah.
playing Megalovania. He's gotta
Hold,
be in the game.
hold on
And
a
then
sec.
they fucking
I
say,
gotta address Eagle in the chat here. They are not going to add a Fortnite character to Smash.
Oh,
if
well,
they
character?
Don't
character to
worry about
Smash,
it. Don't
I'm
worry
going to
about it. They're not gonna fucking do it. They would never do
I'm
that.
gonna show up at Nintendo headquarters and kill whoever the Reggie fucking died. They killed Reggie and they said goodbye, Reggie. That's all you
You're
have
gonna
for
kill
today.
Bowser.
Yeah, I'm
Put
gonna
on a
kill
Mario
fucking.
hat and go kill Bowser.
I'm gonna put on a fucking. I'm gonna put on my Jotaro hat and go kill
Fuck
Bowser.
off!
What do you
What's-
fuck off? I actually have one. I
I
actually have
know
one. That's
you
not
do,
even
and it
a joke.
upsets me vigorously. However,
No, he's gonna.
talking
No,
about
no, no,
characters that
no, he's gonna go
could
buy
be
the
added and actually would be very interesting to see added, I do fully support the heavy being added.
Dude, you fully support Jotaro Kujo being put into the game.
I can see the heavy, but I don't know. Now that one, I don't know if Valve would do,
Gage,
considering how
Gage, do
how
you want
Gage
to
will act.
Just put Team Fortress in the game.
Gage, do you want to have a bad time?
Do I have to play Bad Tom? Do you want me to play Bad Tom?
Fucking dare ya.
Well, I'm already on my phone, so I don't think it'll let me.
I can see Gage getting a Super Mario Odyssey hat, getting that crappy Mario Halloween costume, and going to Nintendo headquarters and holding Bowser at gunpoint, saying, "Put in Minecraft Steve to the tune of Megalovania, please."
And he'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? What? Please, I just want to see my family."
Hear me out. I'd rather them. Okay, so they pull a Bowser Jr. and the hero and the new DLC character they're putting in next this summer, and it's the characters just called Team Fortress, and it's just 9 distinct characters. You know, all your Team Fortress 2 characters.
I don't know about that one. I mean,
except for the spy.
Here's the thing: it's a
Fuck
stretch
spy.
having the Pokemon trainer, like 3 somewhat different characters all in one, but having all 9 different classes together in one, like alternate between them, that would be insane.
No. It's alternate costumes basically.
But then
Like,
how would
how
you
when
have them
play-
all, like, they would all control the exact same and be like Bowser Jr.? How would you do that then? Because they all have distinctly different play styles.
You know what? Just don't put the spy in the game, and it works so much better.
Not
You know what?
really!
Maybe it's a stretch to put the sniper in. You know what? Just give him the SMG.
Just add the heavy. Because here's
Yeah,
the
you're
thing:
right. Add the engineer.
if you do it bullet based, guess who can't be added? Fucking demo.
Put the demo in the game. He's black. You'll get one black character in the game.
Hey,
Are there even black characters in Smash?
I only play as Black Mewtwo.
Are there even black characters like default skin in the game?
No.
Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Fuck off! I knew you'd say that.
But Donkey Kong is brown, you idiot.
I think the closest you get is Little Mac, but he's from the Bronx. He's not black.
King K. Rool.
He's
steals.
green.
Yeah, but he's Hispanic though.
King K. Rool steals from someone and then laughs at him. And then
Okay, now you guys are just trying to get me banned from Twitch.
What do you mean?
Trying to.
I don't understand.
Trying to. I think we've already achieved that.
Yeah.
Well, we're still alive as we speak.
Okay, fine.
It was just he's on her way right now, driving up. You hear him knock at your door. Hey, sir, can you please come out here? We have to talk about your racism.
Go away!
Dude, I had to make jar desserts today at work.
You had to make Charizard today? That's horrible.
Fuck Charizard.
And, so the box for the jars, if you destroy the very last tip of it, and then tilt it very angular, it makes a white supremacist symbol.
Oh, no!
I'll post one in memes right now.
Wait, oh yeah, that the
Yep.
hashtag.
I'm standing back there. I'm waiting for the prep table, not to be destroyed by ranch.
Mm.
I'm standing back there with the whitest kid that works there. Uh, fucking manager comes back there. General manager, she comes back there and says, "Hey, what you two doing back here?" And I look at her. I'm still holding the thing. It's like, oh, the usual being white supremacists. And she just gives me a fucking dead stare and goes, "Okay, have fun with that," and then just leaves.
Nice. I was like, oh, gotta briefly calm down Eagle here. Just because they're Japanese doesn't mean they'll fuck it up. You racist. I don't know where you get this idea that Nintendo ruins everything they do. Like, they have fucked some stuff up before, but
Yeah,
they're
like
one of the
what?
more genuinely wholesome game companies out there.
Yeah, what have they fucked up besides killing Reggie?
How about how they always intentionally make less, like they have less supply to meet demand to drive a artificial markup in pricing. Like, hey, they announced a Switch. They knew millions of people would want a Switch, and they intentionally made than less than they needed to meet the demand, so that way they wouldn't drop off in price. Like
That's not scummy.
every
That's fucking.
GameStop in the fucking country got like 3.
That's bucket. That's called peak capitalism. They're playing the game correctly.
That's called breaking the law, I'm pretty sure.
How is it breaking the law? If I say I'm gonna go sell lemonade, and then make 8 glasses, well knowing that at least 20 people want a glass of lemonade, are they gonna arrest me? What law have I broken?
No, I had someone actually fucking sit down and explain this, in that, like, having a widely advertised product and building up a large demand for it and then intentionally undersupplying as to create an artificial scarcity is against the law. Now, someone could
I don't
fact
think
check
it's
that for me, prove
that
me
doesn't seem
wrong.
to be against the law. Maybe it's a U.S. law, but the Nintendo works out of Japan.
Yeah, well, Nintendo of America works out of America, so.
Yeah, well maybe they
Really, it does?
Yes, believe it or
Really? I thought
not.
it worked out of Mexico.
Yeah, so
He fooled me.
Nintendo may not be in trouble, but Nintendo of America would be in deep fucking trouble.
Then what are they gonna do? Pack their bags and move back to Japan,
Yeah, maybe.
and they'll rehire Reggie Fils anime and bring him back from the dead so he can fucking kill Obama and get that law removed.
Oh, no, he's
Speaking
not
of
dead.
Obama, sorry, this is completely off topic.
Speaking of
This is
Obama,
completely off topic, but not really, and it's also a very short tangent. I found a me brawler for Obama, and also I found one for Steve Harvey. And my favorite thing to do is to pit them against each other at CPU level 9.
and Obama wins every time.
He does.
How the hell? You know why?
Because he has all the Chaos Emeralds, that's why.
What, you fool? That it's not because he has all the Chaos Emeralds.
He has the Infinity Stones. Gotcha.
Fuck off.
Dude, it's because he's got all the Chaos Stones.
Yeah.
He's got the fucking piss stones. He's gonna fucking piss all over the room.
He's gonna piss on the moon.
He now controls the room because he pissed on it. It's now his room. Then he will kill Steve Harvey.
Though the one me character I do have that always manages to beat Obama is Saitama.
Donald Trump, of course.
Now, I haven't got. There have been plenty of Trump me's posted all over the content sharing bullshit they do, but none of them really stood out to me. I did see one for Squidward.
I should share my Nicolas Cage one.
Sure.
See, I opened up my 3DS a while ago, and I remembered that my my Mii is actually Nicolas Cage, but wearing the Donkey Kong costume.
I made one for I called him Bapton Balkan.
Captain Belkin.
I just copied his moveset more or less and put on the Captain Falcon outfit.
Oh, there you go.
Also,
This
the
actually-
classic of having 4 CPUs fight Link, Young Link, Toon Link, and Lonk. Hold on, see if I can find a picture of Lonk. What's up, Pancake? Happy birthday.
Yeah, sorry that Pikachu wanted to wish you happy birthday. That's unlucky.
Here we are. Let me just doopy doop.
You know, Bucket,
Doop what?
for all the shit you give me for watching a JoJo, at least I don't watch Attack on Titan.
Okay.
That is a really retarded series.
Yeah, really.
And it's also just, a Vor Addicts, well, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Fantasy?
Yeah, I guess that too. Yeah, that's, yeah, it's their fucking fantasy.
But yeah, that's Lonk. In memes. He's my
Oh
favorite.
my god. Okay, so y'all heard of Minecraft Story Mode?
No, not at all.
Okay, so they wanted to remove it from the Xbox 360 digital marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
However, they couldn't, because if they removed it, you couldn't actually, if you already owned it, you couldn't download it or re-download it.
Nice.
So they instead just changed the price of it to $100 per episode, including the game. The base game is $100, and every chapter after that is another 100.
What the fuck?
That it's to stop people from buying the game, because Minecraft Story Mode is not worth $100. Actually, if you want Minecraft Story Mode plus all, I think it's 8 or 9 chapters, it's gonna be like $800.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, it's $800.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Maybe it's a good thing that they're no longer around. Welcome. Sorry, I just want to reference that some eagle said in chat. Welcome to Attack on Titan, where the whole plot could be solved with a plane. I mean, maybe.
Welcome to Attack on Titan, where the whole fucking name is just a slide against the Omnissiah.
Slide on what? You might cut off.
The Omnissiah.
Oh.
Anyways, I would like to know. My sister was heavily into that.
Attack on
Stupid
Tits.
shit. Yeah.
I tried watching the first episode, and when it got to the part where that Titan motherfucker ate the kid's mom, and the dude like dropped the kids and like went to run back and save her, and like it cut to a close up of the Titan's face looking down at him, and he had this massive shit-eating grin. I swear to God, I fell out of my chair laughing so hard. It was so fuck. People take this seriously. They look like giant, weird dumpster babies.
They take it serious because of the drama. The drama, Bucket.
The drama of the dumpster babies.
Bucket, you want to hear the dumb shit that this show shoveled out?
What?
Please do. Let's hear the lore.
I don't watch the show. I instead decided to hop on the Wikipedia page for Attack on Titan and read everything that's been published for it instead of actually watching it.
Oh boy.
And it's a bunch of fucking garbage, I tell you what.
Holy shit, Dix! It's Absalom.
What gave you that idea?
Seeing his name in chat.
Oh no, what Gage was talking about? Who the
Oh.
fuck about a reject Pokemon?
Hey, fuck you.
Anyways,
My first
you
ever
just
subscriber. He'll always have a special place in my heart. Hello again, Absalom.
Aw, that's kind of gay.
yeah. Well, what ends up happening? It's like, okay, here's some bullshit. The Titans eat because they try to eat the people with the powers to turn into Titans, because you eat the people with that power and then you turn back into a human. Yes, that's the actual plot for why Titans just go around eating people.
So it's a really fucked up version of Tag.
Yes, it's a
Tag,
really
you're
fucked
it.
up
Nom
thing.
nom nom.
Yeah, if you get tagged, you permanently fucking die.
That's
That or it's Prop Hunt. It's a reverse version of Prop
It's reverse prop hunt. It's reverse prop hunt.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
it makes sense.
this is fucking retarded.
If you can turn into a Titan, you die at 18. That's it. That's a fucking cap.
Why?
Your life ends at 18 because
Why?
some fucking bitch ass nigga who the first person to do it died at 18. So it's a curse. They said it's a curse. You gotta die at 18.
Wait, what if
How do you know?
wait, what if someone got turned into a Titan after they were 18?
You can't.
Okay.
You just can't. You're not allowed. You're just not allowed. You die. You're instantly fucking crippled and dead on the spot. Except Aaron's dad, the main character's dad, who's clearly over 18, wasn't also could turn into a Titan. So the whole it's a bunch of bullshit. They say, oh yeah, you actually can't live after a certain age, and then here are multiple examples of people above that age that can do that.
Yeah.
I seem to remember something about there being a Sasquatch too in this.
What?
Oh yeah, one of the fucking human titans is the beast titan is a fucking it's the protagonist's long lost brother.
What?
What?
Yes, it is in fact his long lost brother, and it's just a big ass.
I'm related to Bigfoot.
Yeah, I'm related
Please,
to
Sasquatch, don't eat me.
Don't eat my ass, Sasquatch.
Yep. Man, you know what the best part is? Last time we read up on this shit, they got to the fucking ocean, and then they sailed off, and this all takes place on an island
Oh, fucking
in the
good.
middle of nowhere, and the whole rest of the world has been worlding it up.
Worlding it up.
Like what the year you think it is, and then they're like, oh cool, and then they travel off to fucking New York City in the year 2100 or something stupid.
What?
Yeah, it's something stupid
So
like
they've
that.
just been living in fucking ass backwards middle of nowhere island this whole time.
No.
Yes.
So the rest of the world's been letting these people be devoured by monsters and won't do anything about it. They're like, it's not worth it.
Yes.
That's
yes.
fucking amazing.
Yes. And the show is to be taken seriously. You have to take this show.
Okay,
You have to take this show seriously.
Every time I saw a fucker wearing one of those jackets at a comic book shop, I kind of thought about dropkicking them. Now I will.
You see some feeble old lady wearing an Attack on Titan shirt, dropkick the bitch.
That's some fucking taco shit.
Oh, it's just so much fucking garbage. I hate it.
I have to look up that. I have to look that shit up
Okay,
now.
here's the thing. Like, people think it's insulting to say that weebs are a bunch of autistic morons, and, like, it's insulting to both the weebs and people with autism. Here's the thing. I have two friends who are both high-functioning autistic. Both of them are huge weeaboos. I think there may be a little bit of fact behind your stereotype.
Somebody wrote this thinking that this was a good story.
Yeah.
This is like a retarded version of Escape from LA or Escape from New York.
Dude, you could get anything fucking printed as a manga if you just do it in Japan.
No, God, no. This is a fucking retarded version of that M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Village, which is also a retarded version of a book that was written. They
Wait.
had like the same premise.
Wasn't that a ripoff of Mary Shelley's The Lottery? Or not Mary Shelley, Shirley
I don't know if
Jackson,
it's
I
called the
think?
lottery. I don't know if it's called the lottery, but it is a ripoff of a book that I read back in elementary school, where the premise of it, a girl has to leave her village, which she doesn't know much about the outside world, but they have no choice to let her go, even though they said going
Yeah,
beyond the village is forbidden, to get
Oh.
medicine for her dying village. When she gets beyond the village borders and out into the real world, she figures out it's actually like 1999.
Okay,
We have
that is
jeeps and we have
not what I
penicillin.
was thinking of. I was thinking of The Lottery by Shirley Jackson. It's a
No,
different
the
story.
village is this. The village is kind of the same thing, except for she doesn't leave the village to go save her village. Some blind chick somehow stumbles out of her village and finds out, hey, we're actually not living in the 1800s, and there are no monsters. It actually is.
Turns out we're
It's
not living in a
2005.
society.
Yeah, we're not living in. We're not living in our society. We're living in a society. And M. Night Shyamalan is our park ranger.
What a twist!
It's just that, except for giant monsters.
Now you see! Fucking Christ.
Now I want them to continue it on, but SEAL Team 6 comes in and just shoots everybody.
Oh
And
man!
I mean everybody.
I'm just trying to read through the timeline here, but it's like stupid bullshit here, stupid bullshit there. I don't really care about any of this.
You know what's an interesting timeline? The TF2 universe timeline.
Oh yeah.
We're fighting these things with muskets, and you have that?
Shakespearecles, the creator of the second story building and rocket launchers.
I'm gonna be real with you. After jumping back on the Attack on Titan wiki and reading about the fucking island they live on, some jackass named Marley used the islands as it's fucking Australia 2. He used it as a dumping ground for his criminals, and then he
Nice.
turned them into Titans as punishment. It's literally Australia 2.
Australia 2, Man Baby Boogaloo.
Yep. Oh yeah, by the way, also apparently in the arbitrary year 851, all the Titans are killed.
What?
Yeah.
On the next season of Attack on Titan, Sexton Hale shows up and punches them all.
Yeah, he just punches one of them, they all explode, you know. It's just like, oh, they built walls so that the people that didn't become the Titans could live there, but they're all criminals or sons of criminals. It's literally Australia, but somehow you wrote it worse.
Somehow they evolved into steampunk medieval times.
Also, the last paragraph here, I'm sorry. The Asian bloodlines are currently endangered on the island.
Good.
Since they are not subjects of Ymir, they cannot be controlled by the founding Titan. Therefore, to protect the peace of the two clans disagreeing with the crown, exterminated them. The only remaining survivors are Levi and Mikasa Ackerman.
He's the last of the Asians.
Good.
He is the last. He is Tom Cruise, the last.
He's the last samurai.
They're the last two Asians.
That's horrible. That's horrible. This whole thing is horrible. I hate it. It's horrible.
So everybody else is just white then.
I prefer the storyline of the real Australia.
Yeah, the real Australia.
Let's put a bunch of fucking violent criminals on an island in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, full of dangerous ass animals, and see what happens. Then they create their own fucking nation, turn away from ours, and then become
and
like
then
the most lose a war to emus, and become the most xenophobic psychos trying to just like bat away everyone trying to enter their country.
Yeah,
I think what it is that Australians are like martyrs. They, like everyone who wants to go to Australia is like, oh, I'd love to go to Australia. It might be nice. Like, no, stay away. This island will kill you. Go back.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
yeah. What if Australia isn't even deadly and they just make up all these stories about how there's a spider that if it looks at you, all your organs suddenly just stop
I
then
do
and there,
know
and
I
you
do know for
die.
a fact that it is common practice amongst the Australians to fuck with American tourists. Like, if you go to Australia, go to a bar, and just start chatting up one of the natives, they'll tell you some random, crazy ass fucking lie, and everyone else in the bar, complete strangers to this guy, will go with it just to confuse you. For
Dude,
instance,
I can see these fuckers getting off the island, getting to Australia, telling them all the hardships they have to deal with, and the entire population of Australia. That's it.
just
At least you can see the danger coming. We don't know when it's coming.
yeah. I go into the woods and I'm
the
fearful that some.
drop bears.
What? What? What did you say?
Drop bears.
What does that mean? I need to know. I need to know.
Bears.
My curiosity has been piqued. What does this mean?
Fucking look it up. Oh.
In Australia, they have bears that are 20 feet tall.
Here,
and
look,
if they
here,
come
here,
within
here. All
20,
right, look.
if they come within 100 feet of you, your skin melts off.
Bear. Okay.
A drop bear is a hoax in contemporary Australian folklore featuring a predatory carnivorous version of the koala. This imaginary animal is commonly spoken about in tall tales designed to scare tourists. It's one of the it's a prime example of what I was saying. Just imagine a
Hold on.
drop bear with like fucking fangs and it drops down and fucking bites into your neck. They're not
You have giant people. Well, we have drop bears.
real.
Hold on, Boris. Have you ever heard the story of the Peasant Railgun?
Be sure to keep
Oh.
Be sure to keep your iron umbrella out, lest a drop bear land
Wait.
on you. The
Bear bucket.
picture. Oh my god.
I asked him a question and you just stopped him.
Right. Will, have you heard of the peasant railgun?
I have not, but I'm gonna Google search.
Please do. It is
Okay,
quite a
okay,
read. No.
so-
Let him read
so
it
it's-
himself. Let him read it himself. It's
I'll read I will read this word for word for you, Boris. My good old boy, Boris.
Peasant railgun 1D4chan. Oh, good old 1D4chan.
Yep, that
Is
one.
a weapon of mass game-breaking destruction that relies on a few basic rules in the D&D and totally ignores the rules of the DM part. Rating actions and length of combat round 6 seconds. Oh, hire a ton of peasants. Let's just say that it is 2,000 to 280. Line them up in single file. This will form a chain of peasants 2 miles long. It had been 4 miles back in my day. Witness me hiking up my second edition spenders. Buy a ladder, just a standard 10-foot ladder. This is a simple ladder into a bunch of rungs and pair of mighty 10-foot wooden poles and a pole to each peasant at the back of the line.
First round of combat. Peasant at the front of line readies in action to throw the pole at the enemy. Every peasant behind him readies in action to hand the pole to the peasant in front of him. Step 4. Next round, peasants fire off their readied actions, passing the pole 2 miles down the line and hurling it in 6 seconds or less. Pole accelerates to the speed of 1,188 miles per hour, or Mach 1.546875 in dry air, at the 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, at sea level on our planet. 5. Peasant railgun can be reloaded and fired in less than 12 seconds. Basically, the idea is you line up a bunch of fucking peasants, 2 miles long, hand the guy in the back a rod, and he will pass it down the line all the way up to the front, and by the time it reaches there, over the course of 6 seconds, it'll be traveling over 1,000 miles per hour and will fucking annihilate everything in front of it.
Okay, so there are variations. You can just really put anything in there. And you can put more peasants in there, make it faster, paint them red, go ultra fast, and anything. Place a team of fighters in there for dynamic and, put a bag of holding, put your fighters in there, throw the bag of holding down this long chain, throw it at the enemy, and a bunch of fighters just come out. It's a dynamic entry, haul it over a wall, hurl fucking cavalry at the enemies in 6 seconds. Have a halfling monk. You have full advantage on Fury of Blows, going 1,200 miles per hour, and you'll do about 300 d6 a turn. Uh, you can just kind of ruin everything.
Yeah. Also,
Uh,
Will, I just want to point out right quick the Peasant Railgun in 40K. The concept of a peasant railgun has always been known to the Tau, who hoard every railgun in the galaxy. However, being the pussies of the 40K galaxy, with such notions as dignity and all that like, they are horrified at the idea. The Imperium, on the other hand, not being such moral Joes and having a near inexhaustible supply of citizens to hurl at the enemy, are eyeing the idea with great interest.
I imagine they've already done.
Yeah.
uh, hey, so there's a section there, no fun allowed. If
Yeah, it
you're paying
explains how it's
attention,
impossible.
yeah, you guys can't do it because I can either say A, 6 seconds isn't nearly enough time to reach the end of the line, and you can't reenaction if you're not in combat.
Also, if your DM has ever read a physics textbook or has the physics knowledge of an 8-year-old, the projectile would shatter under the strain and the recoil would vaporize the peasants. 20th century railguns need to be rebuilt after every third shot, and they're made of stronger stuff than level 0 NPCs.
Now I got a question here. Going off of this here and hearing on this bullshit, do monkeys exist in our game?
Do you want to
Yes.
throw monkeys at the enemy?
No, better. I want to make a monkey railgun, and it flings random armaments of poo and bananas.
Not possible.
I think the better idea.
What
No,
about
no, no, no,
stone
no.
monkeys?
Here's what you
Stone
do.
baboons.
Here's what you do. You get like a catapult or a trebuchet, and like you get a bunch of bags of holding. Load the bags of holding with like rabid monkeys and small animals. Like you could fit like a handful of them into the bag of holding, more than one per bag. Load the bags of holding into the trebuchet / catapult, fire it over the city walls, and just watch the anarchy as monkey bombs rain from the sky.
You know, that's a perfect thing I might do in Carlos's game because he gave us fucking guns. So I'm gonna get proficient with a gun. I'm gonna get a bag of holding. I'm then gonna fill that shit with like rabid, like absolute fucking nonsense. Have that thing hurled over my enemy, and then I'm gonna pull my gun out and shoot the bag open. That way, it all just rains where I want it to,
Brings a
which
new
will be
meaning to the term drop bear.
yeah, I'm put like 30 bears in a bag of holding, shoot the fucking bag in midair, drop 30 bears on them.
No, the bears will die. That's the point. They plummet. Like, imagine it's one thing to have
Bears will have
rocks.
parachutes. Come on.
It's one thing to have rocks and like boulders fall on your head from above. It's another thing to have bits of like bear carcass fall down on top of you and crush you to death. It's fucking insane.
See,
No
what
packs
I want,
holding a tourist.
what I wanted to do was I wanted to have enough animal spirit. Since I have to pick an animal familiar or whatever the fuck it is,
You picked
I
the
wanted
crab.
to. Yeah, but well, I haven't officially picked it yet. Or maybe I can. I wanted to see if I could get more and get like 2,000 stone baboons and have them throw shit in a railgun fashion.
So you have just one.
Yeah. Well, there goes that. There goes that idea.
But up until Thursday, if you don't want to have what you have, you can always change it.
Baboon boom. What happened?
If you change it to anything else,
What's the
I just
challenge
changed-
rating on a monkey?
less than 1. Less
Okay.
than 0.
I'll have to stick with the giant crab.
Actually,
Crab.
so like baboons and the like have a challenge rating of 0.
Okay.
How does a monkey have 1 but a baboon has 0? A baboon is a bigger fucking ape.
What about a gorilla?
I think they have a challenge rating of a 4th.
Damn. Oh wait, 1/4?
Yeah.
Dude, get a gorilla.
I'll get a gorilla, but I'll call him Mr. Bongo.
Yes. Get Mr. Bongo. All right, we are pushing the 2-hour mark in a few seconds, so I think it might be
Yeah,
best
well,
to
before that, I have to
Okay.
tell Will of the third edition game-breaking exploit called 15 million gold a day.
Okay, that one is less interesting for the audience, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the podcast here. We can still keep talking, but I'm gonna end the podcast because we
Actually, I just
passed.
saw what time it is, so let me hear about this 15 million gold a day, and then
Alright, well,
I'm
give me a
back.
minute to bring this to a close. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and listening. And for those of you listening on YouTube afterwards, be sure to come by and check out the streams in live time. And for those of you here right now, good night. I hope you all sleep well, except for you, Absalom. It's probably day over there now. It's probably the morning where you
Yeah, you're
are.
not allowed to sleep.
And beware the drop bears.